Once upon a time, in a peaceful woodland deep within the heart of the forest, there lived a lonely porcupine named Quincy. Quincy was a gentle and kind soul with a heart as big as the woods themselves, but he had one problem: his quills. His quills were sharp and pointy, and whenever he tried to make a friend, they would run away in fear, afraid of getting hurt. One sunny afternoon, as Quincy sat beneath a tall oak tree, feeling the warmth of the sun on his back, he sighed deeply. He watched the other animals in the forest play together, and his heart ached with longing. "I wish I could have a friend," he thought sadly, "but who would want to be friends with a porcupine like me?" Just then, a soft voice came from behind him. "Hello there, my friend." Quincy turned to see a wise old turtle named Tobias. Tobias was known throughout the forest for his wisdom and his protective shell. He had heard about Quincy's loneliness and decided to pay him a visit. Quincy was both surprised and delighted. "Hello," he said, trying not to sound too excited. "I'm Quincy, the porcupine. But I must warn you, I have sharp quills, and I don't want to hurt you." Tobias smiled kindly. "Don't you worry, Quincy. I have my shell to protect me. I'm not afraid of your quills." Quincy was touched by Tobias's kindness and decided to open up to him. They spent the entire afternoon talking and laughing. Quincy felt a warmth in his heart that he had never felt before. He finally had a friend who didn't judge him for his quills. As the days turned into weeks, Quincy and Tobias became inseparable. They explored the forest together, shared stories, and helped each other with their daily tasks. Quincy felt happier than he had ever been, and he no longer felt lonely. One day, while they were strolling through the forest, they came across a young rabbit named Ruby. Ruby was crying by herself, and her fur was matted and dirty. Quincy and Tobias approached her, and Quincy asked, "Why are you so sad, Ruby? Is there something we can do to help?" Ruby looked up at them with tear-filled eyes. "I'm lost," she sniffled. "I don't know how to find my way back home." And Quincy and Tobias exchanged knowing glances. They knew they had to help her. Quincy offered, "Don't worry, Ruby. We'll help you find your way home. You can come with us." With their guidance and kindness, Ruby felt safe and protected. As they journeyed through the forest, Ruby became friends with Quincy and Tobias. She quickly learned that even though Quincy had sharp quills and Tobias had his protective shell, they were the kindest and most caring friends she could ever hope for. Finally, they reached Ruby's home, and her family was overjoyed to see her safe and sound. Ruby turned to Quincy and Tobias with a big smile. "Thank you for being my friends and for saving me," she said. As they watched Ruby reunite with her family, Quincy realized that sometimes it's our unique qualities that make us special and valuable to others. He had found a true friend in Tobias, and together they had helped Ruby find her way home. From that day forward, Quincy, Tobias, and Ruby were inseparable. They showed the forest that friendship could bloom in the most unexpected places, and that differences should be celebrated, not feared. As the sun set over the woodland, casting a warm, golden glow, Quincy, Tobias, and Ruby knew that they had found a friendship that would last a lifetime, proving that even a porcupine with sharp quills and a turtle with a protective shell could have the most wonderful adventures together. And they lived happily ever after in the heart of the forest, where friendship and love knew no bounds.